welcome back to Momestly Me. Today, we are celebrating Halloween, even though it was yesterday. But we have a party on Saturday that we need to get ready for.
Yep.
And we've got some cool things that we want to share with you.
Yep.
Yeah, so...
We're not professionals.
No.
So, this is not a how-to video, per se.
No, this is just fun stuff that we're doing that may not work out while we're filming it. We're all going to find out together, y'all.
Different type of journey besides motherhood.
So we're going to paint some edible things and freeze some things and bake some things and we're going to see how it goes.
Decorate some things.
Okay. All right. Let's begin. All right, so the first thing we are doing is we're going to have punch because it's a party, right? So we're going to make really cute ice cubes, hopefully. And we have a mold for that. Ta-da!
This is the mold.
Pumpkins. And what we're going to attempt to do is I just have black gel food coloring in here. And we're just going to paint the faces. And we're going to let that dry before we put the water in so that hopefully it's going to work out. So, let's begin. You want that?
Am I doing it? Okay.
It's the bottom ones.
The bottom ones. Like down here?
That was up. Okay.
And then there was one person on the Momestly channel. Okay.
Yeah. So we're just gonna fill their faces in, because gel food coloring doesn't really mix with water.
We learned that today.
We did learn that today because we had other plans for it, but no. So we're gonna paint these and then let it dry and fill it with water, and we're gonna see how it goes. So that didn't work.
Apparently, the gel consistency separates on silicone, so that's exciting. And now it won't all come off. So
good news: if you buy these molds, nothing sticks to them. Apparently.
Well, I think they're made for baking anyway.
What? All right. So our new plan is we have liquid food coloring. So what we're gonna do instead is we're gonna make the faces purple. And here we go. Real dark purple. That was a few drops. And just the top.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
No spoon?
Yeah, let's do a spoon.
That's pretty.
That is pretty. These specifically are neons, by the way, if that matters. But like, I don't know if you can even see.
Probably just looks black.
I don't know. It's really pretty though. So, we are going to take some syringes and we're going to fill them up because we want to try to just make it the face. You want to try it?
And I messed up the first thing we tried to do, so why not?
All right.
I can't lift it so you can see it though, otherwise it won't work.
Heck yeah. All right. So, the syringe is awesome. We will tap. Here, let me spin it. Boom.
Oh my god, these are going to be so cute.
They are really cute. Okay, so these, you can find these on like Amazon. Not that one. You can find these online. They're just 5 milliliter like disposable syringes.
Yeah, we actually have them because we use them for medicine for our son, so worked out.
Definitely works out. Cool. I'm gonna come help.
By all means. Otherwise, this is going to be the entire video.
I do not have to be in here for this. Okay. Cool. All right. That's fun.
Yep. And relatively simple.
We have a lot of food coloring left. We will use it for something else. Fear not. That was fun.
Was it? No, it's going to be cute.
It's going to be really cute.
Yeah.
So we're going to let that freeze, and then we're just going to add clear, or are we going to do orange?
So the punch that we're doing is vodka punch, we think.
Probably.
But yeah, I guess we could do. I mean, if the punch is going to be a color, we can just leave it clear.
Yeah. So we'll just put water on top of that to fill the rest of the pumpkins. And yeah, that's going to be really cute. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to bring the gel food coloring back up. But it's going to work this time.
Yep. We tested it this time.
We can test it first. All right. So
Because we're professionals.
we're also going to do Jell-O shots in the form of loaves. So we're going to do Jell-O loaves. So we're going to put them out with vodka. So people can just cut what they want off of the little tombstones. But we're going to paint the top of it, all the words and stuff black on it, so you can see it on the red Jell-O that we're going to use. Yeah. There's this. I can't see the thing. That works much better. So this is just like a dark sort of nonstick pan, but not silicone, so it's working better.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it'll be fine even if it pulls away a little bit, which it is just a little bit.
I think it has to be kind of thick.
Yeah. Definitely thicker.
Yeah, it's still doing it. I didn't do that all like that.
That's alright. I mean, it is definitely sticking more though. It's gonna be good.
Okay.
Alright, well we're gonna work on these and we'll show them to you when we're done. So, good plan. Remember that purple that we used in the ice molds? We're gonna make Jell-O with it. See? Not dumping it down the sink. Waste not. Instead of the dye. Because just don't use
Fun
gel.
fact, gel food coloring doesn't stick to anything.
Your hands.
Yeah, that's about it.
But yeah. So we're gonna make some Jell-O.
Yep.
Alright. This pan is really cute. They're little tombstones. Little tombstones.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So we think they're about a cup a piece. So we are using cherry Jell-O. And yeah, so we're gonna make some Jell-O. Angel, do you want to put the water on over there? Do we get a boil on it?
Yep.
Cool. So, to make the Jell-O, we are using vodka. I don't know if I mentioned that or not. We're just going to do cherry vodka shots, basically.
This is going to be overwhelming, so prepare yourself.
Yep. Just make sure it happens. I mean, it fits with the Halloween theme. Like,
The red and black.
look at that.
It's pretty nice.
There's not a brand on this.
And it may or may not have only been $20.
From the brand that's not on this bottle.
All right.
Cool. So, yes it does. So we're not really big on super strong Jell-O shots. So, I mean, you can customize your Jello shot however you want to. But we are going to do, Jello calls for 1 pack of Jello calls from, or flavored gelatin. It's not Jello brand, but, so 1 pack calls for 1 cup of boiling water. You dissolve your stuff, you dissolve the powder into it. And then you can do a full cup of vodka if that's your game. We are going to do a 1/2 cup of vodka and 1/4 cup of cold water. Because we're going to put them in the mold, we want them to be kind of firm. So we're going to reduce the water ratio a little bit.
Yep.
And to begin with, we are not going to use the purple. So what we're going to do is pull some out. I think we're going to split one of the packs up to kind of make it purple, really dark, and put it in the bottom of the pans. And we're going to see how it turns out. A little more?
Yep. It just needs to be like a very different color than the red.
Oh, that's definitely a different color. Okay. And this is our dark. Yeah.
Maybe set this over here as well.
Yeah. I'm just gonna. Okay. There you go. That looks like.
Okay. That's going in.
Jello shots. Jello shot?
They smell so good.
It smells
We couldn't help it.
so good. Ready? I mean, they're very good.
That is pretty good. Oh, there's the alcohol.
At the end, but you don't get it.
That's pretty smooth.
That is. I don't know if we can link it in the description, but if we can, that's where it's going to be. That's good. It's just like warm at the end. Those are really good.
I'm sorry. Those are probably going to be gone so fast.
Maybe. So we're like, oh, Jello. Sure.
Oh,
And then they're going to be like, ooh.
Yeah.
It really is like a nice warmth at the end.
Yeah. I couldn't taste it until the end.
And then it's not bad.
Yeah. Trying to move?
Yep.
This isn't very Jello-like.
Not yet.
Look.
It's super.
Don't be breaking stuff.
It's super good
Don't
though.
break my set.
You're sad. We did this. Well, Melinda did this. I had dinner.
So,
We were thinking about letting our cameraman try some. There you go.
Melinda calls him just Mike.
So,
Sorry.
so just
Well, however.
it's very sweet.
Yeah?
How about
But,
What about that finish?
smooth finish, velvety mouthfeel.
it is smooth though, no joke.
Like,
Yeah.
you don't
For
get
a
it until the
$20 bottle of vodka from a wholesale store, it's really good.
It is really
Yes.
good.
Because you can kind of like, there's like little taste of it, but not like, it's not overwhelming.
I look
I think
forward-
a cup would have been too much.
A
Just
cup
my
would have definitely been too
per,
much.
bag or
I
whatever.
definitely look
Like-
forward to having more on Saturday.
I think we just don't tell anybody that's what they are, and we'll just eat them ourselves. So the next item on the agenda is cupcakes.
Yes.
We just decided that we were going to make them different. So we took white cake mix and made the mix as normal, and then just added neon green food coloring. So it's like a
Ooh, it is
slime green.
slime from our childhood. It's none of your business how old we are.
Even though we've already said it in another video.
That's true.
And then the other half of the cupcake is just going to be a devil's food chocolate because it's the best thing in the world. And yeah, so we're going to layer those and make it. So we already made a batch earlier. So we'll talk about those in a minute. But here's this big pan.
All right. All right, and we just got, you know,
Really
theme
cute.
appropriate. These are really cute. These have little spider webs on them, and we have jack-o'-lanterns.
The colors are great.
They are so cute. Boo!
Yep.
All right. So
Let's start those.
just start those. And the way we're going to do it, the other ones are a little, the first batch is a little chocolate heavy, so these are going to be a little slime heavy. That's okay, because it definitely works with our decorations that we're going to get to later. So we're just going to use, like, you know, big spoons and do some chocolate in the bottom, a scoop of chocolate in the bottom, and then we're going to do some green on top and see how it goes. Good enough. Oh God. Don't mind me.
Jesus.
It slipped. Covered in slime. All right.
Okay.
Okay, so the other cupcakes are in the oven. And we have a batch that we made earlier. Here they are, they're slimy glory. They're super cute. I love the way that the chocolate has kind of like mixed through and bubbled up through the green. They're kind of awesome. And we have a couple of different designs that we're going to attempt. So yeah, you know, maybe a montage moment. We're just gonna see what happens, and we'll show you what we come up with. It's gonna be a surprise for everybody.
So do you want to talk about Aria's first trick-or-treating adventure?
Sure. It was freezing. Like, in Georgia, it was a balmy 72 at like 1 o'clock in the afternoon on Thursday. And then by 3 o'clock, it was like 50 degrees. So, my daughter, she's almost 15 months old now, and we went up to my sister's house because they live in a neighborhood that has a lot of kids. And we took her trick-or-treating for the first time, and she was so cute. We took her in, we took the stroller. It works and it doesn't work for anybody who's contemplating going trick-or-treating with a stroller. We tried the first couple houses in the stroller, and when you have gaggles of children running up behind you, it is really difficult to turn it around and not drive through people's yards that are wet from the rain from earlier in the afternoon. So then I ended up carrying her for several houses, and then my husband ended up carrying her for several houses, and then she ended up back in the stroller. But there were these, in the group that we went with my sister and her friends and all the kids, there were probably 1, 2, 3, like 5 families, I think. There were a lot of kids, and 2 of them are younger. They're like 4 girls, and so we ended up with them and their moms, and they were so sweet. We because Aria was in the stroller, so what happened was they would go to the houses, and they would get candy for Aria. because the people would see her down in the stroller, because I would go up the driveway, a few of them, and so they'd send a candy, or a lot of the houses had bowls out, and so they would get a piece and bring it back to her, because she had the cutest little pumpkin. We'll put a picture in here so you can see it.
It was really cute because it's so small.
So cute. It's like this size. It was really cute.
But she's like holding it on her arm.
Oh my gosh. And then we had to put her jacket on her because it was so cold.
The wind was really bad.
The wind, if it would have just been cold, that would have been different, but it was so windy. So we had to put her jacket on her, and she was mad because we had to take her pumpkin. And so in one hand, she had a little chicken nugget. Sorry, we're not getting very far. Multitasking, it's not really happening.
Well, I figured I'd just help you because I'm going to make you help me.
Alright, let's see. So she had a chicken nugget because we went to one of the neighbors' houses so the kids could eat dinner first before we went out. And so she had a chicken nugget in her hand that just went with us for like, let's call it 20 houses that she was nursing that chicken nugget. You can do more.
Yeah.
Okay. And so she had a chicken nugget in the same hand where her pumpkin was. And then, just push it down in there. There's
I'm going to get it all the way up on the spoon.
There we go. Well, I'm going to put all of it in there.
I was just thinking there's not that much left, so.
And then, thanks. So she had her pumpkin. And then the very first house that I carried her to, they handed her a bag of, it's a brown bag with colorful chocolate pieces in it. And she held on to that bag for an hour.
She was like, my precious.
Oh my goodness, for an entire hour. She
That's so
she would not let go of it. And she finally did because she wanted to eat them.
Oh, that's fair.
So
this wasn't either of our kids' first Halloween, but it was
No.
probably the most interactive one so far because Aria was only 2 months old.
So
And
last year we went to Disney.
Oh.
Because my husband and I sing competitively in choruses. And so my chorus was at our contest, our international contest last year. And the first day we were there was Halloween, and it was in Orlando. So we went to Disney World. And that's the only day of the year that adults can dress up in costumes at Disney. So we took advantage of that, and Aria and I were Ariel, dressed up as mermaids, and Mike dressed up kind of as Prince Eric, and we got to meet Ariel in her grotto, so that was cool. But it was fun. I'm sure it'll be better next year when she is like running rampant.
Like all the other kids
Yes.
that lose their minds.
Oh my gosh, they really lose their minds, especially the bigger kids.
So Ollie was in bed. Like we got a couple of. I was actually really excited because we bought a house in July, and so this was our first like chance or opportunity because we've always lived in apartments. That was going to be this for was the possibility that we were going to have trick or treaters. So we made a point to have the teal pumpkin for the no candy options, and I bought way too much candy because I was overexcited.
That's okay, we're gonna eat it.
Yeah, and it was fun because like we were like I rushed home and like finished our pumpkins and had to do routine with Oliver because I work full time, so I didn't get home until later. And then we had a couple of like twos and like one-off kids that came before Oliver went to bed at 7, and he was devastated because we opened the gate to go down to get the kids candy and he couldn't. Only mostly because he was like not fully dressed because he was going to go to bed soon and it was freezing outside. So, plus he'd probably try to take candy from them. But yeah, we just decided we weren't going to do trick-or-treating this year. We're going to take him next year when he's like 2.5. But it was so cute. We had, and then it was funny because after Oliver went down, we sat down and we watched a movie because there really wasn't any kids coming. and we were eating dinner, and then we hear the steps, the noise on our steps. I was like, okay, so I got up. I was really excited. I'm underplaying it. It was so like awesome to me to be able to meet people that live in our community and see other parents that our kid is going to be going to school with these other kids one day.
Yeah.
And so it was very exciting for me. And so I went to open the door, and I'm literally just like shoveling out candy, and it's not stopping. And I didn't even really get a chance to see very many costumes. And I look, and there is like a horde of, no joke, not an exaggeration, like 30 to 40 kids. Because apparently our community, the people who have children that are, I guess, that want to take out for trick or treat, they take to the back. They all meet in the back of our neighborhood, and then they all walk up together. So it was this huge group of people, and it was so fun. And like all the kids came up, and then like there was this one little girl that came up, and she was, probably about 2 years old. Definitely a little bit older than Oliver and Aria, but she had on like one of those, it's just like a little sweatshirt, but it had a cat face on it. And her mom had done like really small little lines on her cheeks. And she was like so serious like the whole time. And her mom tried to get her to say hello, tried to get her to say Halloween, trick or treat. She wouldn't say anything. But as soon as I put a piece of candy in her basket, she goes, "Thank you." It was so cute. I was like, oh, I cannot wait to do this next year. So it was really cute. And then we actually have neighbors that give candy out across the street, and they pulled out a fire barrel. So we went and sat over there with them and gave out candy, and it was really cool.
But Oliver had an exciting day at the office when he went to go visit you too.
Yeah, that's true. He dressed up. He had a monster costume. We posted pictures
really
of that.
Cute. Yeah, on Instagram, there's pictures of them.
He's not about the hat life. He just takes hats off. So he didn't wear his hat, but he wore the little feet. And we got to the office because I literally found out that I was pregnant with Oliver a week after starting at the place that I work now. And so everyone knows who he is. A lot of people were there through my pregnancy and when I got back from maternity leave. So people are always asking me about him. And Halloween is like, he dressed up last year and came and walked with me while I passed out candy to my coworkers. And so I didn't do that this year because it was a lot to do at one time. And he was so little last time, but now that he's mobile, it's harder. But we walked around with him. My husband brought him up to me, and we walked around with him, and everybody got to see him. And he played chase with someone that dressed up like Buzz Lightyear, and I mean, he just had like a field day. He was, by the time we got in the car to go to lunch together, and we were maybe 10 minutes from the restaurant where I work. It's like 10 minutes from the restaurant, and before we got there, he was asleep.
Yeah,
he was exhausted, but it was really cute seeing him run around in his monster costume.
The feet looked so big.
And they kind of were. He had a hard time, like, turning. But otherwise, as long as he was going straight, like, he did really good. But he was, like, going into people's cubes and waving at everybody and laughing at everybody. And we had people dressed up in scary costumes. He was not scared of a single person at all.
Aria, one time, it was her cousin, one of her cousins. He had on a full... he was a character from a video game. I don't remember what it is. But he had on like this foam mask that covered his whole face. And so when she stood next to him and she looked up because she heard his voice, when she looked up, it was this big face and she was not about it at all. Nothing else seemed to scare her. Other people had some other masks on. I think it was just because she recognized his voice, and that wasn't his face. But, you know.
Okay. So we got most of our cupcakes decorated.
Yeah.
So now
we're going to attempt the Jell-O. We put this stuff in the freezer.
Mm-hmm.
So it seems pretty solid right now. So we're going to go ahead and slowly. Whew. All right.
Don't jinx it.
Here, let's come over here. That way we can go. directly into the refrigerator.
Good plan. Could put it in that middle one if you want.
I can't open the middle one.
Oh.
It's gonna have to go in the big one. Okay. Well, I think part of that skull and crossbones came off. It's alright. You just pour it a little faster.
Jello was fun.
Yeah, it's real sticky.
So as long as that works out, we will put pictures at the end because that's for tomorrow. And then
yes.
the ice, if we get the pumpkin ice to work, we'll put pictures of that as well.
Same way, we want to let it get really hard, so that we can hopefully it'll float in our punch. So when we unmold those tomorrow, we'll take pictures and insert them here, perhaps around. But yeah, this was a lot of fun.
Yeah, it was a lot of work. This is fun.
It's a lot of work. But no, it was a lot of fun, and we hope you liked this. If you did, definitely make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, hit that bell icon so you know when we upload our next video.
Yeah.
We're on social media, at Momestly Me on all of the social medias. And, well, Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter, because I don't know what TikTok is.
Yeah, no thanks.
I'm
good with accepting my age on that one.
Woo! But anyways, this was a lot of fun. Let us know what you think down below. If you would like to see more things like this, good, because we have some more things like this planned.
If you don't care, that's okay to let us know that too.
Subscribe anyways.
Yeah. We do other stuff.
Yes.
Yeah.
But this is a lot of fun. We're gonna have a party tomorrow. Maybe we might post a few pictures from the party too. We'll see.
Maybe do a quick video for Facebook or something. Maybe.
Yeah.
See how it goes.
Yeah, we'll definitely see how it goes.
Okay.
And I think that's all we have for you today. So until next time.
Yeah.
We'll see you. Bye.